All right, guys, I'm outside today. It's pretty cold. It's like 22 degrees. Oddly enough, the timing on my P-pump Cummins is also 22 degrees, which is probably a little high for cold starts in the winter, but we're gonna see how she does. So I'm gonna go ahead and crank this thing up. I'm gonna try to start it with one crank. I actually usually do two when it's this cold, but it should be an interesting cold start. Let's see what it does. All right, guys, so that was pretty rough. You might think, this kind of timing is a bad idea. It actually usually starts pretty easy. I was kind of putting on a little show for you guys. And normally I crank it for just a few seconds. I turn the key off. I redo the whole cycle over again with the wait to start with the grid heater. But you can see, man, this thing, it kind of smokes a lot when it's cold. Once the motor warms up, it totally stops that. I do have full cut delivery valves in it right now, which I got a few projects going on, and some are higher priorities than others, but I probably will get into this thing in the near future and put my old 181 delivery valves back in. Smoking like that, that's all like raw fuel. Your diesel needs compression and heat to burn the fuel. When it's cold, it don't have enough heat to burn it all, so it's basically pumping raw fuel out of the tailpipe. That's not super great for like your piston rings and stuff. It can like wash the oil off the cylinder walls. It only does it for a little bit when the motor's cold, but this is my daily driver, so I'm probably gonna change it back. The full cuts are good for the dyno and the drag strip and stuff, but they don't take that long to swap out, so I'll probably go ahead and switch them back. All right, guys, so I'm back. I got the truck all warmed up here, as you can see. Doesn't take very long. So it smokes like that at idle, which is, it's a lot of smoke really, but as soon as you drive it, I mean, you can fire this thing up ice cold and start driving, 2 seconds later, it runs perfect. And it doesn't really smoke when you drive, it's just when you idle when it's cold. But it's warmed up now. Let's go out there and make sure she don't smoke no more. There, as you can see, once it warms up, it's really nothing. It's just when it's cold. You can't burn the fuel when you ain't got no heat. And so that's the first time I actually ever started like that. It's not a good idea to do, really, at all. I don't think it's gonna hurt at one time, but what I normally do is I'll show you. I come in here, I turn the key on. You wait for your wait to start light. When it's cold, it stays on for a little bit, and then I usually go crank, 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 about like that. And then I'll turn it back off. I'll turn it back on again. I'll do a whole another cycle on this. And then I'll go crank, 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 and it'll fire right up. So that's the better way to do it. If your truck has a hard time starting, it's probably better to do like a few cycles than just cranking and cranking and pouring all this fuel all over the cylinder walls. So, hope you enjoyed my cold start video. I got plenty more vehicles here I'm messing with, all my little toys here. So check back, and I'll catch you guys next time.